are there differences in cultural customs among Scandinavian countries? When we think of Scandinavian countries, we often picture a region with similar cultures and traditions. However, there are indeed some fascinating differences among these nations. Sweden, Denmark, and Norway share many cultural values, but their customs, social norms, and behaviors can vary quite a bit. At a broad level, all Scandinavian countries value equality, social welfare, and modesty. This is influenced by a cultural concept known as the law of Jant, which discourages boasting and promotes humility. While these values are common, the way they are expressed can differ. Younger generations are starting to challenge some of these traditional norms. Let's look at social interaction and individualism. All Scandinavian countries lean toward individualism, but they balance this with a strong sense of community. Denmark tends to be a bit more individualistic and accepts stronger hierarchies in workplaces. In contrast, Sweden and Norway favor flatter organizational structures. Swedes often embrace moderation, captured by the concept of lagom, which means just the right amount. This idea influences their lifestyle and social behavior. Next, we have communication styles. Scandinavians generally prefer low levels of formality and direct communication. However, Danes may be more pragmatic and willing to challenge the status quo than Swedes, who often seek consensus. Norwegians share many customs with Swedes but have distinct dialects and traditions, especially in rural areas. Cultural celebrations also highlight differences. All Scandinavian countries celebrate major holidays like Christmas, but they have unique national festivities. For example, Sweden celebrates Midsummer with traditional dancing and nature-based rituals. Denmark has its own customs around Fastelavn, similar to Carnival. Norway celebrates Constitution Day on May 17th with parades and national pride, which is a major event distinct from its neighbors. When it comes to attitudes toward authority, Sweden and Norway typically have very flat social hierarchies, reflecting a strong preference for equality. Denmark, while still egalitarian, may tolerate more hierarchical distinctions and values effectiveness. Language plays a role in identity too. Although Scandinavian languages are mutually intelligible, each country has its own language variants and dialects that reflected national pride. Historical rivalries, such as those between Swedes and Danes, have shaped cultural perceptions, but modern relations are generally cooperative. In practical terms, these differences mean that while Scandinavian countries share common features in work, socializing, and public behavior, understanding local customs is important. In business settings, Danes may expect more directness, while Swedes may emphasize consensus. Norwegians often value straightforwardness combined with egalitarianism. So, while Scandinavian countries have much in common, their cultural customs are distinct enough to reflect each nation's unique history, language, and social preferences.